It's all about maturity.
She's 19, I'm 26.
He acts like a 12-year-old.
So she had a blind date.
It was like, holy cow.
And he thought she was mature enough.
Look at those breasts.
After he has a mature blind date, too.
I almost fell over.
Probably got hit in the face by a chest.
And they all discuss it like mature adults.
She's got a bigger chest.
Rebecca's are bigger. Stephanie's are
He's
better.
seen hers firsthand.
Will they still be bosom buddies, or will they have a change of heart?
Welcome to Change of Heart. This is a show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new. So let's meet our couple. Now, they're both from Montana, and they met the day before he moved to L.A. They kept in touch over the internet, and she finally moved to L.A., and they've been in their own little big sky for the past 4 months now. Please welcome Braden and Stephanie Quell. You guys are on the show today because you're not on the same page in the relationship manual. That's right. But Braden, what was it about Stephanie that you couldn't get out of your head after you moved?
Well, some mutual friends of ours, they took me to watch her sing at a bar in Montana, and I instantly fell for her because she sings like an angel. I mean, no, really. So, and the thing, I was leaving for LA the next day, so I was very detached. I didn't want to get involved with her because I was leaving, so I couldn't think, I couldn't stop thinking about her after that.
Gotcha. Now, Stephanie, have you gotten some gifts from him since you've been together?
Yes, for Christmas he welded me this gorgeous metal bed. So that was pretty amazing.
Wait, he welded you a metal bed?
Yeah.
Oh, they are handy in Montana.
It was pretty handy, and it was the sweetest thing that anyone's ever done for me. So
very nice.
It's definitely a nice thing. Yeah.
Now, Stephanie, you really didn't get to know him until you moved here, so what's his personality like?
Well, he's pretty arrogant here in LA. We'll be walking down the street and he's like a runway model, He eats it up, males and females, okay?
Like she's not, you know what I'm
the
saying?
whole time they're just eating it up.
Really?
So.
Like she doesn't love that every guy in the whole room is looking at her right now.
Every guy's looking at you too.
Now, Braden, let me ask you, have you had to help Stephanie out since she's moved to LA?
I help her every single day. She's lost in this town. If she didn't have me, she'd go crying back home.
Who helped you pay
showing her the way.
for your shot?
I drive her around.
That was me.
I drive her around to these auditions. She does very, very well. Okay, she gets out. I pick her up again. She doesn't even say thanks.
Yeah,
So she's very ungrateful. Bottom line.
Now, Stephanie, I assume that the two of you are pursuing careers. Does that create a problem in the relationship?
Yes, I'm a singer and he's a model.
I can sing like nobody's business, man.
But we went to one of his modeling auditions and I got it.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Well,
I got the modeling.
Yeah, well, why is that a problem, though?
Once again, very ungrateful.
Because he's very jealous of what I'm doing. I'm very much more successful than he is.
Well, you know what's I'm kind of funny that she's stealing parts from you, though. I mean, that's a little kooky.
It's just a matter of time.
I see. Well, Brad, if you had to say, rate the relationship, how strong would you say it is?
On my part, very, very strong. But she's 19, I'm 26. I've been in tons of relationships. She's been in how many? 1 or 2? So I think I'm afraid she'll dump me, okay? I'm afraid she'll dump me. And that, of course, it's a very scary feeling. Romantically immature.
So what are you saying? You're just a stepping stone in LA and being used?
Absolutely.
Are you serious?
I'm very
stepping stone.
Absolutely.
Now, Stephanie, he mentioned the age difference. He did bring it up. Does he act a lot older?
No, he acts like a 12-year-old. We'll go out.
Yeah,
serious.
Right.
We'll go out. And we'll be eating, and he'll just burst out to tap dancing on the ground.
Yeah, like she doesn't talk to her plants.
Okay, and then she'll be doing all these faces.
She talks to her ivy.
Right
she
there,
talks to her
embarrasses
plants.
me all the time.
Brad, when you're having a problem, how does Stephanie respond in situations like that?
She doesn't respond. She doesn't listen to me. I can talk.
I listen to you.
She's not there for you?
She's listening to me like this, kind of like this, looking around. And I'm talking, and in the middle of dinner or something, I'll be talking, saying something that's important to me, and she'll be like,
no,
what do you want to have for dessert?
No.
Right in the middle of a sentence.
I'll be talking, and I want quick answers. I don't want a whole dissertation about how to weld a bed.
If she doesn't want me to talk, she shouldn't ask me questions. That's what I'm saying.
It's a nice bed, at least, I hope.
Yeah, it's a nice bed.
All right, Stephanie, why did you come on the show? What was the whole point?
Well, when we met in Montana, we were really on common ground, and since I've seen him in LA, he's kind of,
That's not true.
Mr. Model and things. So I think we need to find common ground again. We're going to have to go different ways, for sure.
Okay, well, that sounds fair enough. If they found that common ground. Obviously, Stephanie and Braden aren't seeing things eye to eye. Now, when we come back, we're going to meet the people that they dated, and we'll find out if they stay together or have a change of heart. So stay here. All right, welcome back. We are here with Braden and Stephanie. Now, Stephanie, who's a singer, says the song You're So Vain describes Brad to a T. So we matched her up with a semi-pro hockey player turned musician who says he'd rather serenade a woman than compete with her. Please welcome Marcel Chagnon. Braden, let me ask you, do you have a song title maybe that would describe Marcel?
Smooth Operator, how about that one? You can't afford a collared t-shirt, I don't know, you know?
That bothers you a little bit.
Maybe I'll go weld one or something.
Stephanie, before you got to meet Marcel, did he tell you anything about him?
We talked a lot on the phone beforehand, and the first thing he said to me was that he was the sweetest guy I'd ever meet. And that definitely made me feel a lot more confident.
Yeah, well, confident or maybe a little on the vain side, Marcel?
Well, you know, I wanted to make sure she knew I was a sweet guy, you know, get some bonus points in, you know, take care, you know.
Okay, trying to set it up in the right way. All right, Stephanie, when did you find out that Marcel was into music? At what point?
Well, we talked about it on the phone. He told me he was a singer-songwriter, so we thought we'd meet at his studio since he had one to start off the date.
Oh, the old starting the studio date. Huh?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, the old studio musician, that's really nice, yeah, that's great.
And Marcel,
Some tools here.
Marcel, when you met Stephanie, was she dressed like most female musicians that you might know?
Not at all. She had this beautiful skirt on. I mean, the next step up would be the belt department, but...
She was probably wearing a t-shirt.
Oh, it was stunning. Her body was unbelievable. And then she spoke. It was like, holy cow. It was cool.
Now, Stephanie, you knew he was a musician. Did you know about the athlete part?
Well, take a look at him. I mean, obviously he's an athlete. But we'd already spoke about that on the phone, too, that he had told me he'd done some pro hockey. So that was definitely a plus. You know, he's got that tall, dark, and handsome thing.
Now, who's more athletic looking between the two?
Right here.
Oh, Marcel.
Who's better looking? Who's better looking?
Yeah.
Marcel, did you do anything to break the ice?
I sang her a couple songs.
Oh, yeah.
She dug it. It was
Break my heart.
Stephanie, since Marcel is also a musician, then would there be some competition between the two of you like there is with Brandon?
No, we really hit it off. I mean, singing-wise, we could talk about music, like, all the time, and with him it was more competitive. It was like, you know, he had to be better than I was all the time. But with him I could really, you know, really do it.
Now, how about you, Marcel? Do you think you'd ever get jealous of Stephanie?
Probably I would get jealous because a girl like this beautiful and her personality, I mean, you gotta get jealous. I mean, like at this, I took her out to dinner and my friends saw her and they're just like, oh my God, she is drop dead gorgeous. I mean, you gotta wheel this one, lay some lumber or something.
Now, Stephanie, everybody goes to dinner on dates for the most part. Anything unusual about your dinner date?
We went to this really great restaurant. It was very chic. We had reservations. He had really prepared for it. And we saw people like Courtney Cox, you know, Keanu Reeves. So it was a hip, you know, atmosphere, and we had a great time. Braden really hasn't taken me to any places since I've been here. So
No hip star
definitely
spot.
step up.
19 years old, where can we go that's any fun? We go to coffee. We go to coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He took me places, and I'm 19 years old. Why can't you?
Touche. Now, Stephanie, this sounds like the kind of place where somebody could go and be really arrogant. Was Marcel like that at all?
No, he had every waiter, let me emphasize the waiter, checking this guy out, and he kept his eyes on me. So I was
Wow.
very happy.
Go figure.
Whereas we go out and, you know, waiter and waitresses are checking him out, and he eats it up.
He loves the
And he starts
attention.
flirting with them,
Now,
as if I don't even exist.
Marcel, anybody besides Courtney and the other famous people that you saw?
Actually, a couple of my buddies actually ran in there and they were just like, dude, you gotta be with this girl. And I'm like, well, and they started to actually talk to her and try to like buff me up, and I'm just
I didn't hear the word nail coming out of your mouth.
No.
Oh, okay, I just thought for a second.
I didn't mean to say it. Anyways, they're like, look at those breasts. I mean, so. Anyways, by the end of it, after the conversation was over, they talked me up and they were telling her how good it was, whatever.
So they were doing a good job.
what?
Now, what about you, Stephanie? Do anything to turn him on?
Can I say something here?
Oh, what's that?
It sounds like he's interested in one thing. I'm interested in everything. I'm interested in everything.
Well, let's see if Stephanie was interested. Were you doing anything to turn him on?
Well, his name is French Canadian, and I speak French. So I asked him if he also spoke French, and he said no. So I just started going in French and speaking, and
that really went.
I think he thought it was pretty sexy.
I totally lost it there, but what you said about, you know, all I want, she knows all I want is her, you know, she's beautiful.
Well,
She is. She's definitely beautiful.
Braden, did you give Stephanie any sort of guidelines or rules as to what to do or not to do on the date?
Oh, yeah. I was concerned because, you know, we don't know who he is. I just said, please don't go over to his house. That's all I said. You know, have fun.
And Marcel, where did you guys go after dinner?
Went back to my house. Sang a couple songs.
That scares me right there.
That bothers you a little bit?
That bothers me, yeah. Yeah. I don't know who he is. You don't know who he is. I was just concerned for her safety, you know?
She was in good hands, though.
But so then, you what?
Yeah,
sang
good-
some songs.
good
You were
hands.
hanging out at the house. Then what?
Actually, she had to say goodbye.
So she cut things off there at that point.
Oh man, we were like singing, and I was like, I don't know, I was ready to kiss her, but you know, I'm a nice guy, and I held back, and you know, a sweet guy.
So you had nothing to fear, and then you're probably kicking yourself at the end of the date at that point, right?
Kicking myself so bad that I had to write her a song.
You wrote her a love song.
Sit alone in the silent, sad dream. Where you are, I don't know.
All right, Will Marcel's love song to Stephanie going to be enough to give her a change of heart? We're going to find out later. Next, though, we'll meet the woman that Braden dated, and we'll hear what happened on their date. Stay with us.
Everybody needs somebody else. Somebody else don't need somebody like
All right, welcome back. We just heard what happened on Stephanie's date with Marcel, and now we're going to meet the woman that Braden dated. Now, Braden says that Stephanie has the attention span of a gnat. Never ever thanks him for all the things that he does for her, and isn't ready for a serious relationship. So we matched him up with a woman who's a good listener and whose biggest turn on is a guy she can laugh with. So please welcome Rebecca Castellano. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Stephanie, let me ask you, do you think Rebecca and Braden shared more than a few laughs together?
Well, I mean, from what I know about Braden, he likes a woman who's fit. So I don't think this is going to work out.
Braden, let me ask you, when you met Rebecca, any song titles pop into your head?
Yeah, how about Party All the Time? Very, very nice. Yeah,
All right.
you know, because I'm 26, she's
I
of
love
age.
nightlife.
Yeah. And that song title because...
We go out. It's LA. We like to have fun. We like to have fun. Stephanie's 19. Coffee. Dinner is nice. But there's
Glass of wine at
dancing.
dinner.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go out and do something fun, you'd make an effort.
We do make an effort.
You said Stephanie's not sort of grateful enough for the things that you do. How was your date?
Rebecca was wonderful. She was totally thankful, totally attentive. When I'm, you know, in contrast, Stephanie, when I'm talking to her, she'll be looking off at all the other people, and I can just stop talking. She won't even notice. Rebecca was wonderful. It was refreshing. Very refreshing.
All right.
Thank you.
And Braden, what about physically?
When I picked her up, I almost fell over. Honestly, you know what I'm saying?
You probably got hit in the face by a chest.
You know what?
Knock her over.
She has a better attitude about her body. Stephanie tries to show it off, do all this kind of stuff.
You see what I'm wearing, you see what she's wearing.
I'm
Who's
a little
showing
bit older. I'm a
off?
little bit
This
more
looks
comfortable
very
with
nice
my
to me.
body.
This looks very nice to me.
All right, Rebecca,
Okay.
anything about that you couldn't help notice on this date?
Oh my God, his eyes are beautiful. The dimples, everything. So.
Now, Braden, the two of them were singing music and singing songs to each other. What did you and Rebecca do?
We went welding. Come on, we went welding. All right?
Welding.
Okay.
Boy, that's really romantic.
But he went welding in the
She
shop.
was,
I helped him pay
excuse me,
for,
she was
okay?
very interested in this, okay?
I was.
I'm from Montana. I know how to take care of myself. I know how to build things, okay? We went welding. We went to my shop. We played with metal. I taught her things.
And you probably sang
Sparks
with her
were
too.
flying.
Now, Rebecca, we've done a few of these shows here, and I have to say, this is the first time anybody's gone on a first date welding. Was this fun?
Come on, it was awesome. He was totally welding, manly. It was
Yeah.
totally
The big
sparks
helmet
were
thing
flying.
on,
You
you
know,
know,
it was
like-
right on.
Braden, obviously, like she said,
There's two
sparks were
things
flying.
on this one.
What is it you were trying to create?
Well, we were playing around with just different pieces of steel. I just like to design different stuff. We were starting to make a table. We didn't finish it because we got hungry and tired and
Right.
dirty, so we had to clean up, went to dinner. So I surprised her tonight with a candle holder right over there.
You made her a candle holder?
Yeah, you see that?
Which is this?
That right there. That's all.
Finally.
Yeah. I just wanted to symbolize the evening. We had a very romantic dinner, and I thought something candlelight would be very,
Metal,
very nice.
hard, symbolize the evening.
I made. Excuse me. I made that. It's a product of me, you know. and I'm giving it to her. That's special to me.
Well, Rebecca, obviously you learned that he was a welder. Anything else about Braden that you learned that turned you on?
Well, I come from a big Italian family, and I'm really into my family. And he was talking about his mother in such a sweet way. I was like, oh, he just stole my heart. He was just like, oh.
Yeah.
It's definitely
I've dated
sweet.
Italian women
yeah,
before,
no,
and they're just very vivacious,
that.
and it brought it back home to me how special that is.
Oh, and see that, and Braden,
Like,
the good thing is that she was actually listening to you since she picked up on these
Yeah,
things.
very, very attentive. You
I
know?
listen to you also. When we go
No,
out,
you-
I listen to you.
No, you listen to yourself more often.
Now, Rebecca, at some point along the line here, did you sense that Braden was attracted to you?
Oh yeah, he was telling me I was a beautiful girl. He'd love to take me out. You know, it was awesome. It was really.
Yeah,
we had a great dinner.
Was that while you had a girlfriend?
Instantly,
or
I wanted
after?
to get to know her.
You'd like to take her.
Instantly.
Okay.
Now, Rebecca, we heard earlier that he could be a little kooky when he's out making faces and jumping around and tap dancing. Did any of that happen while you were out with him?
Oh, he was a complete gentleman. He was totally sweet. We were in a romantic restaurant. It was really dark, nice.
Very, very romantic.
You know, he was very
nice.
Now,
great
Braden, if that's
conversation.
part of your character, though, Jim Carrey-ness about you, what prevented you from being like that with Rebecca?
Honestly, I was a little intimidated at her beauty. Honestly, I was like,
kept
You guys
it
have
checked.
beautiful
I was
hair.
like, wow, you know, I better win her. You know what I mean? I was.
Why do you need
very,
to
very-
win her when you're already with someone?
Because I'm a man. Because I'm a man.
Well, you got
You're
someone
a man,
that's
so you
beautiful.
have to win someone else.
Now we know what he's about. He's about all the looks, and this girl is so beautiful. Why wouldn't you want to win? You already got this.
Well, you know. Okay, I got one thing to say. He talked about Steph's body. I'll talk about hers. Look at her. She wore. You know,
Braden,
got a very nice shape.
compare
Very
the
nice
looks
shape.
between Stephanie and Rebecca. Who's got the better look?
the better look. Are you getting at something more specific here?
You
or
can
what?
take it anywhere
Who's
you'd
got
like.
the bigger chest?
No, why don't you just sort of, just
Okay,
overall,
all right, okay,
in general.
I'm gonna bottom line here. I think Rebecca's are bigger. Hold on. But
I was
Stephanie's-
trying to go beyond that a little bit.
Stephanies are
He's seen
better.
hers firsthand. You know what I mean?
Lead to
Now-
something else.
Rebecca, Braden says that Stephanie's not ready for a serious relationship. What's your take on that whole deal?
I don't know about her, but when I date a guy, Brandon is like, you know, I totally would love to see how far it goes. He's, you know, he's a good-looking guy.
All right, will Stephanie and Braden have a change of heart? During the break, they have to make that decision. We're going to find out what they decide when we come back, so don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. We are now here at the moment of truth because Braden and Stephanie each made a final decision about the future of their relationship during the break, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together, or have they had a change of heart? Now, you guys came on the show because you wanted to see if you changed all that much since Montana and started the new relationship here and wanted to see if you could find some of that common ground. Braden, we're going to start with you. You said you wanted somebody that was ready for a serious relationship because you didn't think Stephanie was, somebody that was going to pay more attention to you, and somebody that was going to say thank you once in a while and show their appreciation. Sure. So there you were with Rebecca. You guys, you were giving her some lessons in welding. She was attentive to you at dinner. She paid attention to you. Sounds like it was a pretty good date overall.
It's wonderful.
You do have some history with Stephanie, though. Yeah. What is your decision? What do you say?
Based on a few things, I think, number one, I had no idea I'd be so jealous here today, seeing her with another guy. Mm-hmm. And him singing the song to her makes me want to aspire to do the same. And she's a wonderful woman, but Stephanie's from Montana. She's from where I'm from. She's a hometown girl, you know, and based on those things, I'm going to stay together.
Yes! Stay together. Rebecca, sorry things didn't work out for you.
That's fine.
Okay. Now, Stephanie, you said you wanted to go out with somebody that was less arrogant, somebody that was going to act more mature, and wouldn't be jealous of your career with the conflicts that you had there. Right. So you went out with Marcel. You guys had a really good time. You had music in common. He sang to you, made up a song. You had a fancy dinner. He actually even wrote the song that he played for you here on the show. Braden does want to stay together. You do have some history, but it's your decision now. What do you say, Stephanie?
Well, Braden, you know, you're really vain and arrogant, and there's just certain things, you know, that you have. Marcel, you sing me a beautiful song, and any girl would fall over for you. But I'm also from Montana, and I'm gonna stay together.
Oh! Stay together. Marcel, sorry things didn't work out for you. and Stephanie. You know, by coming on the show, you found out you have some common ground, and hopefully the show has helped you weld your relationship. Get it?
Very nice.
Weld it together a little stronger. That's our show for today. Thanks to Marcel and Rebecca. Good luck to Stephanie and Braden. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.